Yeah, first of all, when you understand your personal brand, you stop being unconscious about the way that you're showing up and just having an accidental impression on people where they just judge you based on one thing that you happen to say or what you happen to be wearing at a particular time or your particular mood in that moment. And you understand how to show up, whether it's walking into a room, whether it's doing a webinar, whether it's writing an email, in a way that fully reflects the best of who you are. So you understand what attributes to really amplify, where to turn up the dial in your expression. Because if you try to turn all the dials up, it results in noise. So a lot of people, when they start to brand themselves, they don't understand which dials to turn. So they just turn them all up. And then people like, oh my gosh, I don't get this person, they're too complex, I can't really get a read on them. The truth is, when people are judging you very quickly, you can really only turn up the dial on a handful of signals at once. You can't turn them all up. In politics, it's very common someone loses the election if people can't talk about them in one sentence or less, right? So how are someone going to talk about you? What would they say about you? And how can you impact and influence that perception in a way that really aligns with who you naturally are? So no matter where they find you, they always find the same person. It's not like you're one person from the stage, you're another person when they meet you in person, and you're another person in your emails. You're like the same person all the way through. Now, the really interesting thing about developing a personal brand is that what you do can change, as long as who you are stays consistent. You know, one of the worst things you could say about someone is they're a flip-flopper. They believe one thing one day and they believe another thing another day. But when you take the time to really align with your values, you understand your core beliefs, even if your business changes, even if your niche changes later, if you build a tribe, they will follow you from one niche to the next niche to the next niche if you change your mind and grow into new niches in the future. Because you've built trust and connection based on who you are. So when you lead with who you are first, you're building a tribe that works with you based on who you are, not necessarily based on what you do. So it actually gives you a whole lot more flexibility later on. It gives you that inner confidence of knowing that when you speak, you're deeply aligned with what you're saying and how you're saying it. You know, you're not just doing this marketing stuff because you want to make a sale. You actually are in alignment with the message that you're saying. And when you believe the words that are coming out of your mouth, other people believe them.